Moving on to the next sign, which is Gemini, which is an air sign and a male sign. All your mind streams are standing straight up, and at the end of them, there's a ball. They're supposed to be reaching out with 5 fingers. And look how much more light there is in this room, and the light has not changed from the window. So something I'm saying might be real important. I suspect it was what I just said that the dolphin shared years ago. So Gemini, when you have those little balls at the end of your mind strings, which channel the nectar of your mind, you're basically stopping yourself from reaching even further. Your mind strings are multidimensional. They're 18 inches long in the physical dimension. Okay? Which might be the length of your arm, I'm not really sure. And then they slip into other dimensions. You can go even further, Gemini, but you're stopping yourself. You are not widening your lens. You stopped widening your lens. Like, okay, up to here. No, keep reaching. Because Gemini, that's what keeps you happy. All that mental stimulation, all that new stuff keeps you happy. Gemini, I also suggest the mind stretch, which is you see yourself as having a center axis that's like the shape of a chalice, and you have 72,000 strings extending from it like a round hairbrush, and you just breathe and extend them, and you keep extending them. One of the reasons I am overcommitted to Twitter, yeah, I know, why is she talking about Twitter now? Well, I'm going to tell you why I'm talking about Twitter now. Those mind streams are the strings from string theory. I discovered them. I have a book which might be ready in 2 weeks. But what I found out in my research about the fundamental structure of the universe and the mind streams is that sound really influences humans. And the sound that makes our mind strings flourish and unravel and extend is trilling. What is trilling? The sound of birds chirping. So Twitter has a bird that trills, which means it stimulates and heals our mind. Very interesting. When we choose something that's symbolic of us, it really is symbolic of us. I have dolphins. I have 2 dolphins. And yes, I am split. I'm still trying to heal the other split from the mind control. That's my symbol, and it really represents me. It's blue, the color that I want, communication, the ocean. Twitter has a bird, a bluebird. What's your symbol? Draw something, and then figure out if that's what you really want to be in the world. Gemini, you're limiting yourself. Get those mind streams of yours and continue to extend them. It's called the Fox Mind Stretch. We'll have it up on the website in a couple of weeks, and it will definitely be in my book within a couple of weeks so that you can read it. Continuing on with Libra. Libra is an air sign, and it's a male sign. Libra, you've been through living hell. You only have a couple of inches left of living hell. The trick and the key to getting out of the place that you're at, which is a really ugly place, is you have to be truthful. You have to be truthful with yourself. You've been living a life that you can't stand. You cannot stand your life. You can't stand it. It's a full-time job for you to stop yourself from grabbing everybody by the throat, including the people that you love so much, because you're so unhappy. So you need to figure this out. You need to admit to yourself that you're miserably unhappy, because you see, you're not going to get out of this mess until you know and accept and deal with openly the fact that you have to get out of this mess that you consider a mess. So what's your mantra? Please, God, help me with my intention to make the changes gracefully. And I'm going to add something else, and not lose any money. Please, God, help me with my intention to make the changes gracefully and not lose any money. That just got tagged on at the end by some spirit guide. So do that, put that also, make it, it's a real long purification mantra. The purification mantras are like vacuum cleaners. They vacuum out what it is that you no longer want to have to deal with. Libra, you need to become master of your destiny, and you think you're going to get a lot of pushback. You're not, because the people that you're not happy with, the things you're not happy with, they're not happy with you either. That doesn't mean everything is going to end. What it means is you need to renegotiate everything, because man, you are really not happy, Libra. This whole thing about being a diplomat in balance, I think you took it too far, and you became emotionally dishonest. By the way, that makes people sick. Okay, continuing on, we're going to go to Aquarius, a very interesting sign that has been under the weather for a long time. Aquarius is the most evolved. It's a male sign, and it's an air sign, and it's the most evolved of all the signs having to do with mind. In terms of spirituality and emotions, the most evolved is the Pisces. In terms of the mind, it's Aquarius, and we're entering the age of Aquarius. So Aquarius lives should get really better because they are sustained by this age we're entering. The problem is that most Aquarius, apparently, according to my horoscopes and the people that I know, are really not up to par. They have not been able to be who they really are. They can be from here forward, but because they couldn't show who they really were and how much they knew and how much more than other people, because it would offend people, Aquariuses are not really primed for the age that we're entering, which is the age of Aquarius. So how do you do that, Aquarius? Oh, darn, I'm going to give you a purification mantra that's like a vacuum cleaner. You're not going to like the mantra, but I suggest you do it. Even though I'm stupid like everybody else is your mantra. Even though I'm stupid like everybody else, I love and accept myself. Now, if you're too elegant and the word stupid really bothers you, then substitute it with the word dumb. Even though I'm dumb like everybody else, I love and accept myself. The trick of the matter is that Aquarius is actually generally can think more clearly than the rest of us and can think and see further down. Very intuitive and very wide lens. And they've had to be in slow motion because everybody else is behind them. They can't see it. They don't understand it. They can't think clearly. And so Aquarius has ended up thinking that they know more than everybody else, which in a sense is true. But the problem is that Aquarius never looked at themselves and did not look at themselves having to do with the emotional part of their life, which they haven't been so good at because that's not their strength. They're not a water sign. They're an air sign. That's the mantra. And don't get so exclusive that, oh no, I'm not this stupid and dumb about it. You know what? Do the mantra and see how you feel. And if you want a more elegant word, find it and use it. But basically, you know what I'm talking about. You think everybody is like, they can't even think. You know that, Aquarius. But that is stopping you because you see that person may not be able to think as well as you can, but they have other things in which they're actually do better than you do. And it's okay. You just have been very frustrated because you haven't had that many people that you can actually share with that can actually keep up with you mentally. But that's the mantra. Okay? That's the mantra.